everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you are new, hello and welcome. My name is Nikki and I'm so glad to have you here. In all of my What's for Dinners, you will find quick and easy meals that are also affordable. So if that's what you like, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my upcoming What's for Dinners. Tonight I'm doing enchilada casserole in the crock pot. And I got this recipe from Kristen's Steps, so if you watch our channel, you've probably already seen this. But for those who haven't seen it, I'm going to go ahead and show it for you all. You will need some yellow corn tortilla shells, 1 can of tomato sauce, a pack of enchilada sauce mix, 2 chicken breasts, and some shredded cheese. You actually don't need a whole can of tomato sauce. And another thing is that it actually calls for tomato paste. I did not know that. I was thinking tomato sauce, but 6 ounces of tomato paste or tomato sauce, either one. The sauce worked out just fine. But what I did was poured the tomato sauce in a bowl, added 2 cups of water, and then the enchilada sauce mix, and just gonna stir that up. Then that enchilada sauce mix and tomato sauce mixture that we mixed up, we're going to pour it over our chicken. Now that the chicken is done, I'm using my meat chopper and I'm shredding the chicken. If you don't have one of these meat choppers, you could just use 2 forks and shred it up. I used about 1/3 of the bag of tortilla shells and took a knife and just cut them into small chunks. And I actually didn't have them cut all the way. I had to go back and recut them. But you're going to add those in and just stir it up and get them all covered with that juice. And now I'm going to top it with some cheese and put the lid back on and just let that cheese melt. I have already turned the crock pot off. We actually did not like this, but Kristen Stepp said that her and her family really enjoyed it. So if you all decide to make it, comment down below and let me know what you all think. Come back to the comment sections and let me know. I'm just curious, maybe it's just us that didn't like it. I'm not sure. It's just like it was missing something. It was just bland to me. So I don't know, maybe it was just us. Comment and let me know what y'all think. On this night, I did 1 pot beef and rice and totally forgot to film some of it. I only filmed like half of me cooking. It was a little crazy that night, so I just showed what it looked like when it was done. And this was really good. So if y'all want to make this, I will have the full recipe down in the description box so you all can get that and make it. And I highly recommend this. It is really good. On this night, I was just needing something super quick to put together, so I did Manwich, and I know y'all have seen me make Manwich like 17 billion times, but it's always my go-to when I need something quick and easy. I've just browned up some ground beef, and now I'm adding in the Manwich sauce, and I'm just gonna let that simmer, and then I'm going to make some sweet potato fries to go with it. I have been doing these sweet potato fries instead of regular fries to just cut back on carbs and calories and just be healthier. But one thing is, these sweet potatoes are like extremely hard to cut. So if you have any tips on how to cut sweet potatoes an easier way, please let me know. But I'm just cutting them up and leaving them in, I don't know, about half-inch thick slices. Now I'm just drizzling them with some olive oil, and I'm going to add some salt, and then I'm going to give it a good stir just to make sure that all of these sweet potatoes are covered with some olive oil, and just to make sure that the salt's distributed through. I did preheat the air fryer, and now I'm going to cook them on 400 for 10 minutes, and I did have to add about 5 more minutes. Yes, we did get a new air fryer, and I'm still learning how to use it, as you can tell. Tonight I'm making some vegetable soup, and I'm browning up some ground beef with an onion. And this started out as it was going to be a recipe I found called Poor Man's Stew, but when it was in that crock pot, it just did not look appetizing, so I decided to turn it into vegetable soup. I've got 4 small potatoes that I'm just going to cut into large chunks. You want them to be large because you don't want them to cook away and become like potato soup. So that's what I'm doing, is just cutting them up in pretty large slices. I also added in 1 bag of baby carrots. I'm adding in a heaping tablespoon of minced garlic, 6 ounces of tomato sauce, 2 cups of water, some onion powder, and some salt and pepper. Okay, here's where I decided to turn it into vegetable soup, and I added in a 29-ounce can of tomato sauce, 1 can of corn, and 1 can of peas. Now I'm making some jalapeno cornbread to go with the vegetable soup. You will need 1 cup of cornmeal, half a cup of flour, a quarter of a cup of vegetable oil, and 1 egg. And roughly a cup of milk. I'm not exactly sure, I always just add until it looks right. You don't want it thick and you don't want it super runny. I did not have milk on this night, so I just used a can of evaporated milk, and I used about, I don't know, probably 3/4 of the can. And you will also need some jalapenos, some corn, cream style corn, and some shredded cheese. Now on the jalapenos, it's totally up to you however many you want. And on the corn, you will need either 3/4 of a cup of a big can, like the 15-ounce can, or one of the small cans. The cheese, I just dumped a lot of cheese in there because the cheesier the better. And on the jalapenos, I put them in the food processor and chopped them. I have had my skillet in the oven preheating on 450 degrees. I sprayed it with cooking spray and then just stuck it in the oven while I was putting the cornbread together. And now I'm going to try to fill these slots in this skillet without making a huge mess. And that's going to wrap up this What's for Dinner. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.